Are there going to be cheaper new launches in 2025 and 2026? Which camp are you in? Camp yes or camp no? Comment below, let's dive right in. You might have seen an article recently from MND regarding private housing land supply in the second half of 2024. In summary, initially the government planned to release about 5,000 units, but has since cut this down to approximately 4,600 units, about 400 units less. So with this reduction in the private housing land supply for the second half of 2024, what kind of impact would it be for homeowners like you? So in this video, I'll break it down into 3 parts and share with you my take on the prices for 2025 and 2026. I'll break it down into 3 segments for you. Number 1, what is GLS and why it is important? Number 2, how developers determine future pricing? And number 3, my predictions for 2025 and 2026. Hey there, welcome back to Singapore Real Estate Insider. Coach Edmund Tan here. And if you're curious about what new property launches might cost in 2025 and 2026, you are in the right place. Stick around because we are going to be diving into some exciting predictions and insights that will help you understand what to expect. But more importantly, what does this news mean for you? If you're someone who watches a lot of videos, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification so you will get our newly released video every single week. Thank you so much. As I've just shared, with the 400 fewer units released for the second half of 2024, what's the immediate impact on consumers like you? With limited supply, fewer units means less competition among developers, which could drive up prices. And with the market dynamics, the lower land supply could also mean fewer new projects, potentially leading to higher demand for existing properties. Now, first thing first, what exactly is GLS? GLS stands for Government Land Sales. It's a scheme where the Singapore government releases state lands for private developments. This happens every 6 months when the URA publishes a list of land parcels available for tender. You can find detailed site plans, zoning information, and all sorts of data on the URA website. Like here, you can even see what are the confirmed sites and reserved sites. So why is this crucial to you as a homeowner? It's like a treasure map, giving you a clear picture of what's available and what is upcoming to do your planning. The prices and details of these land sales give us a sneak peek into future property trends and prices. For example, if a plot of land in a prime location fetches a high price, you can bet that the future condos on that land will be priced accordingly. You want to be able to look into the future, right? A fun fact here. Have you heard of older folks or even our parents saying, "Must buy freehold"? And in our head, it's all about freehold. In case you are not in the loop, government has ceased selling freehold GLS land. So future freehold launches can only come from en bloc sales rather than new land sales. And speaking of en bloc, if you're curious where the en bloc fever will ever come back again, I have this video that I share my views and projections on. So go watch it later. Coming back, to understand why we are focusing on the prices of 2025 and 2026, we need to consider a few key points. In Singapore, once a developer buys a plot of land, they have 5 years to complete selling the entire project without incurring ABSD. Additionally, the recent change of submission guidelines means that developers are not able to concurrently do their submission approval with different agencies at the same time, which will result in a longer waiting period than the usual 12 to 18 months. What if you have access to a deeper understanding of how a developer operates, how they price, when they price, and how much margins they want to launch at? Would it give you a slight advantage in the knowledge gap? You want to stay all the way to the end of the video as we will attempt to do it with an example. Caution, there's going to be a lot of numbers for it. You have been warned. So developers in business are only looking at facts and figures, right? Unlike us consumers, our emotions and how we feel come into play. Just kidding, of course, not every one of us are thinking that way. So for instance, the recent Hill Haven project at Hillview Rise had its land sale concluded in November 2022, and the launch occurred in the first quarter of 2024. This quick turnaround was possible because the development did not include a basement car park, which will require more time for planning and approval from the authorities. Another example is Lentor Gardens, where the land was bought in April 2023 and awarded in the second quarter of 2023, with the launch occurring in the first half of 2024, demonstrating a 12-month period for obtaining business plan approval. Moving forward, we will not see such quick turnaround, which on the macro level will also have an impact on our supply into the market. Because more time is needed for approval than to launch, it will also affect how long they will take to build. for completion. It's all a snowball effect. Why do you think the government is slowing down this? What will you think this impact is going to be for our future supply? Share in the comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel as well. Research is king, and when you have access to what is upcoming, you do have an advantage as you plan your entry and exit too. I'll do all the work so you don't need to. Alright, so see, I'm so good to you in this community, right? Let me give you a run through of the latest supply of confirmed GLS land plots for the second half of 2024. First, we have the EC in Tampines. This plot, located at Tampines Street 95, is expected to be highly contested due to its proximity to Budo Reservoir and many HDB MOP areas, making it very attractive. Next, we have Faber Walk, located in Clementi. This plot is situated across the bus depot and near Park Riviera, which will likely draw interest due to its convenient location. Moving to the Lentor areas, Lentor Gardens, and this plot is right beside Lentor Modern. Despite numerous plots already available in the area, the government continues to release more GLS plots, indicating a sustained effort to provide land for development. What about River Valley? We have River Valley Green, a plot near the newly acquired site by Wing Tai Holdings and the new MRT station, making it a prime location for future developments. Then there's the Media Circle plot, which is located next to the new MediaCorp campus. This area isn't very close to an MRT station, but it has potential due to its proximity to other upcoming launches. Next up is Chuan Grove, located right before the slip road to the CTE near the new Tech Park. This plot is close to the upcoming Chuan Park Residences, new launch by Kingsport, making it an interesting area to watch. Holland Link is another plot worth mentioning. Residents in this area have complained about the small roads, yet the government has still released a GLS plot there. This plot isn't very near the MRT station, so it's uncertain who will bid it first. Lastly, we have Chencharu Close, an interesting plot located near a fishing pond and park and reasonably close to the Khatib MRT station. This area currently doesn't have much development, just a fishing pond, park, and a few blocks of HDB flats and a school. These new GLS plots provide a snapshot of where future developments will occur, giving potential buyers and investors insights into upcoming opportunities. Let's dive into the process of predicting land sale prices using Ender's framework, known as the reverse engineering method. Step 1. To consider the price of a land plot, let's put yourself in the developer's shoes and think about the targeted selling price based on surrounding comparative properties. Now, with access to live tech like this, we are able to put out direct analysis to make quicker informed decisions. Even developers being business people conduct their own market analysis to determine a fair selling price. So we as consumers should be able to do the same as well. Always remember, developers are in this for business. If they bid wrongly, they will not get the land. If they bid too high, there's going to be more risk. They will always aim to set prices that are competitive yet profitable, avoiding both overpricing and underpricing to maintain market visibility and profitability for their shareholders. Sounds right? If you have been following this and getting tons of value and knowledge, why not give us some likes and subscribe to this channel too? I really appreciate. Now, step 2. To estimate the break-even price, subtract 15% from the targeted selling price. This subtraction accounts for various costs and margins, ensuring the developer achieves a viable profit margin. If developers aim for a higher profit, we might subtract 20% instead. The resulting figure is the break-even price. And step 3. Typically, land costs constitute about 50 to 60% of the entire launch price. For example, if a developer aims to sell at $2,000 per square foot, subtracting 20% brings down to $1,600 per square foot. Dividing this by 0.6 gives you the expected land price per square foot per plot ratio. To illustrate, let's examine the Bayshore Road case study. Bayshore is a highly anticipated development providing seaside living with the added benefits of a new shopping mall. The last major development in this area was Seaside Residences, which sold at an average of slightly above $2,000 per square foot. For comparison, Sky Eden is also selling at over $2,000 per square foot, but it doesn't offer the seaside living experience. Seaside Residences, offering direct access to East Coast Park, saw a recent mid-floor unit transacted in mid-2024 at about $2,500 per square foot. With the latest transaction prices averagely about $2,200 per square foot, developers will project future prices based on the modest annual investment inflation rate. Using a 2% annual increase over 5 years, the projected acceptable price becomes approximately $2,486 per square foot. I am very kiasu and kiasi, so I'm very conservative and I want to use 1% inflation rate only. And the projected price will be coming close to $2,300 per square foot. Assuming developers aim for a 20% profit margin, the break-even price will be around $1,892 per square foot. Given that land costs typically make up 55 to 60% of the total price, this calculation suggests a land cost about $1,135 per square foot per plot ratio. I'm not saying this confirms the way, but I will look at data and analyze this way, and I believe this is how they will calculate as well, using data. In summary, developers approach property pricing with a focus on facts and figures. Unlike consumers like us who might be influenced by emotions, they will analyze market data and trends to set prices that ensure profitability and market competitiveness. Are you learning something here? So as promised, let's dive into my predictions for the expected launch prices for GRS plots in 2025 and 2026. Now, before we get into the specifics, I want to share a crucial insights. Predicting future land prices isn't straightforward. There are still a lot of moving parts. So disclaimer here first. These are my own research projections. And one of the biggest myths is this. Cham lah, land bid prices are coming down, lower than the nearby plots. So the market is coming down, right? Prices also coming down, right? Or is it? When developers purchase land at a lower price, it doesn't necessarily mean they will sell the property at a lower price. In fact, buying land at a lower price can present an opportunity for developers to secure higher profits for their shareholders. Again, developers are business owners and no one is in the business and don't want to make profit. Let me bring you to the most recent case study here as an example. Sora, the old Parkview Mansion and Lakegarden residences, formerly known as Lakeside Apartment. Consider the recent examples of Sora and Lakegarden residences. Both projects are located side by side on Yuan Chin Road, with en-bloc sales concluded in 2022. Sora break-even price was approximately $200 per square foot per plot ratio, lower than that of Lakegarden residences, and there were only 2 weeks differences when awarded. During its launch, Lakegarden residences achieved an average price of about $2,100 per square foot. Many assume that Sora, given its lower land cost, would sell $200 per square foot lower since they bought the land cheaper. They could be priced similar or even lower. However, you as a developer, what's your KPI? Aiming for higher profits, right? Thus, they priced Sora competitively, matching the $2,100 per square foot price point. This approach underscores that developers, driven by business considerations, do not always transfer cost savings to buyers. Instead, they leverage lower land acquisition costs to maximize profits. Another example is in Lentor Modern and Lentor Hills residences. Lentor Hill residences was sold for $100 per square foot lower than Lentor Modern, but look overall at its average per square foot. Despite this, the price differences between the two developments during their respective launches was minimal, just about $20 per square foot. As a property investor focused on current market values and fair selling prices, developers set their launch prices based on market dynamics, not just land acquisition costs. Understanding these market conditions will give you a better idea of future pricing trends. And here are my projections for the new launches 2025 and 2026. Are they cheap compared to today? What's your take? Share your views in the comment below. To sum up, the reduced land supply from MMD means that the new launches in 2025 and 2026 are likely to be more expensive, given the limited availability and increasing construction costs. Developers will aim to maximize profitability, so prices could reflect higher demand and reduce supply. If you're planning to invest or buy, staying informed about these trends can help you make better decisions. For personalized advice or more details, don't hesitate to reach out to me. The QR code is somewhere above. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more real estate insights, and share it with a friend who might find this information useful. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.